Our modern world is a marvel of technology. We have devices that connect us across vast oceans and tools that hold entire libraries in the palm of our hands. But this progress comes at a price, a cost that our planet is struggling to pay. Every year we create mountains of electronic waste, or e-waste. Old phones, discarded computers, and countless other gadgets pile up in landfills. They are filled with materials that are difficult to recycle and often toxic to the environment. This growing tide of waste is a silent crisis, a testament to our throwaway culture that threatens the delicate balance of our natural world. The very heart of these devices, the batteries that give them life, presents another profound challenge. To create the energy storage we need, we dig deep into the earth. We search for rare minerals like lithium and cobalt. The process of mining these materials can be destructive, scarring landscapes and consuming vast amounts of water and energy. As our demand for batteries grows, we are depleting these finite resources at an alarming rate. It seems we are caught in a difficult cycle. Our need for connection and information is putting an ever-increasing strain on the planet we call home. We must find a better way. This relentless search for power has led us to a critical point. The batteries we rely on are not only difficult to produce, but also difficult to dispose of safely. They contain heavy metals that can leak into the soil and water, poisoning ecosystems for generations. It is a linear path of take, make, and dispose. This is not a sustainable model for the future of our civilization or for the health of our planet. The challenge is immense, but the natural world, in its infinite wisdom, often holds the key to the most complex problems we face. The solution might be waiting in a place we least expect. And so, we must look for answers not in industrial factories or deep mines, but in the green, living world around us. We need to rethink what we consider waste and what we consider a resource. The future of energy may not lie in extracting more from the earth, but in working with what it already provides in abundance. It requires a shift in our perspective, a new way of seeing the potential in the everyday. Perhaps the answer has been growing quietly in the soil all along, waiting for us to notice its extraordinary hidden power and its potential to change our world for the better. The journey to a cleaner future takes us to the sun-drenched fields of Thailand. Here, for generations, farmers have cultivated the cassava plant. Its starchy root is a vital source of food for millions of people across the globe, a staple crop that sustains communities. The main part of the root is harvested to make flour and other food products, but after the harvest, a significant portion of the plant is often left behind. The smaller, less desirable roots and stems are considered waste. They are typically left in the fields to decompose or are sometimes burned, releasing carbon into the atmosphere. It is here, among these overlooked remnants, that a remarkable story of transformation begins. What if this agricultural waste was not waste at all? What if it held a secret, a hidden value that could help solve our global energy problem? In Thailand, a group of brilliant innovators at a company called iFlowTech began to ask these very questions. They looked at the piles of discarded cassava roots and saw not rubbish, but a raw material brimming with potential. They saw a resource that was renewable, abundant, and locally available, a stark contrast to the rare minerals mined from distant lands. This simple, starchy root contains a high amount of carbon, the fundamental element of life. The team at iFlowTech developed a brilliant process to unlock this potential. They took the cassava waste and, through a specialized heating technique, transformed it into something extraordinary: activated carbon. This is not just any carbon. It is a highly porous material with a vast internal surface area. A single gram of this activated carbon has the surface area of a football pitch. This incredible structure makes it a perfect material for storing electrical energy, a natural sponge for electrons. The farmers, who had long toiled to grow food, suddenly found themselves at the forefront of a technological revolution. The parts of their crop they once discarded now had a new and important purpose. They were no longer just food producers. They were becoming pioneers in a new green energy economy. The cassava fields of Thailand, once solely a source of sustenance for the body, were now poised to become a source of power for our modern world. This humble plant was about to embark on an incredible journey from the soil to the heart of our most advanced technology. The activated carbon derived from cassava waste is the key ingredient in a groundbreaking invention. the micro battery. These are not the large, heavy batteries we find in our cars or laptops. They are incredibly small, flexible, and powerful. Using their innovative techniques, iFlowTech turns the cassava-based carbon into a paste, an energy-storing ink that can be printed onto various surfaces. This process allows them to create tiny batteries that can be integrated into products where traditional batteries would be too bulky or rigid. It is a remarkable leap from agricultural waste to advanced nanotechnology. Imagine a world powered by these tiny wonders. They can be embedded into smart packaging, allowing a box to monitor the temperature and humidity of its contents during shipping. They could power small GPS trackers, helping to locate valuable assets or even monitor wildlife without the need for heavy, intrusive devices. These micro batteries can be used in medical sensors that stick to the skin like a temporary tattoo, monitoring vital signs and sending data to a doctor. The possibilities are as vast as our imagination, all powered by a resource that was once considered worthless field waste. This innovation does more than just create a new type of battery, it helps build a circular economy. Instead of mining finite resources, using them once and then discarding them, this process creates value from waste. It closes the loop. The cassava plant grows, absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Its waste is then used to create energy storage, reducing our reliance on mined minerals. At the end of their life, these carbon-based batteries are far less harmful to the environment than their traditional counterparts. It is a cycle of renewal, inspired by the natural cycles of the earth itself. For the farmers in Thailand, this has been a profound change. They now have a new, stable source of income from a part of their harvest they used to throw away. This partnership between agriculture and technology empowers local communities, making them essential players in the fight against climate change and e-waste. They are no longer just feeding the world, they are helping to power it sustainably. Their fields have become a source of both food and clean energy, proving that solutions to our biggest challenges can come from the ground beneath our feet. The impact of this single innovation extends far beyond the borders of Thailand. It serves as a powerful model for the entire ASEAN region and indeed the world. Many countries have agricultural economies with similar types of waste that could be repurposed. This Thai invention shows that local, sustainable solutions can have a global impact. It demonstrates a new path forward, one where developing nations can lead the way in green technology, turning their agricultural strengths into a force for industrial innovation and environmental stewardship. It is a story of ingenuity that can inspire us all. This remarkable journey from a cassava root to a microbattery aligns perfectly with the world's most ambitious goals. It directly supports the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. By creating clean and affordable energy, it promotes innovation and sustainable industry. By turning waste into a resource and reducing reliance on mining, it encourages responsible consumption and production. And by creating a carbon-based product from plants that absorb carbon dioxide, it contributes to climate action. It is a holistic solution that addresses many challenges at once. Thailand is positioning itself as a leader in this new bio-circular green economy. This is more than just an economic model, it is a philosophy. It is about respecting the limits of our planet and using our intelligence to create prosperity and harmony with nature. By investing in technologies like the cassava battery, the nation is building a future that is not only economically prosperous, but also environmentally resilient. It is a powerful message to the world. The path to sustainability is not about sacrificing progress, but about redefining it in a smarter, greener way. In the end, this story reminds us of a simple but profound truth. The greatest changes often begin with the smallest of things: a discarded route, a clever idea, a new way of looking at the world. It shows us that the solutions we need for a sustainable future may not come from grand, complex schemes, but from the quiet wisdom of nature and the ingenuity of people working together. The humble cassava plant, growing in the fields of Thailand, teaches us that even the most ordinary parts of our world can hold the power to change everything and to help heal our planet.